In this video, we're going to discuss the various things you need to consider when choosing your breeds. Did you know that there are hundreds of breeds of chickens? That's right, hundreds. You have lots to choose from. Now, the first thing you should consider when selecting your breed is, why do you want chickens? Do you want them for eggs, or do you want them for meat, or both? Some breeds are great for eggs, but not for meat. And some are excellent for eating, but are not such good layers. Some breeds are considered dual purpose, meaning that they're good for both eggs and meat. So be sure to give some thought as to what your purpose is for having chickens. There's also the size of the chicken. Most people prefer medium to large breeds. You may think it's really neat to have an extra large breed, a Jersey Giant, for example. But keep in mind that the larger birds need more space, they'll tend to eat more, and they can be intimidating to small children. Also, you may have heard the term bantam. Bantam is not a breed of chicken, rather it refers to the size of the bird. It's another word for miniature. In terms of weight, bantams are roughly 1/3 the size of their full-size counterparts and can be found in most breeds. As you might expect, not only is the bantam chicken much smaller, so are their eggs. Keep in mind that most people choose birds that are medium to larger in size. If you're a first-time chicken owner, this may be the best option for you. You should also consider egg production when selecting a breed. Some breeds produce considerably more eggs than others. For example, Leghorns are among the most prolific layers and will give you up to 300 eggs a year. A Malay, by contrast, produces less than half that amount annually. Another consideration is the size of the eggs you want. Certain breeds will produce large eggs, some lay medium eggs, and as I just mentioned, bantams will produce very small eggs. And then, of course, there's color. Imagine getting this colorfully diverse collection from your coop. You may want to select breeds that will give you a variety of browns, greens, and even blues. Part of the fun of having chickens is having a beautiful array of eggs and sharing them with others. You also need to think about what breeds will do best in your climate, particularly if you live where there are temperature extremes. Where I live, we can have harsh winters. It's not unusual for temperatures to fall below 0 degrees Fahrenheit or -18 Celsius. I chose Australorps, Orpingtons, and Easter eggers and barred rocks for my first flock because not only are they among the most docile, they're also very cold hardy. So when selecting breeds, be sure to consider how they will fare in your climate. You may also want to consider the bird's temperament. Two of the most docile, kid-friendly breeds are Orpingtons and barred rocks. On the other hand, any breed that's classified as a game bird tend to be more aggressive. However, keep in mind that these are just breed tendencies. The temperament of your individual chickens may vary greatly. Next is broodiness. This is when a hen wants to sit on her eggs with the goal of hatching them. Often it will be nearly impossible to get them to leave the nesting box while they're broody. What can be even more aggravating, however, is that broody hens stop laying eggs. Essentially, they become freeloaders who are grumpy, hog the nesting box, and don't pay the rent. Silkies, Cochins, and Orpingtons are said to be among the most broody breeds. But I can tell you that the only hen we had go broody is our Australorp. So, just as with temperament, you should consider the broodiness of a breed, while also bearing in mind that you can never predict what chicken will be broody or when. Finally, you should be aware that while most breeds are widely available, some are rare. Many rare breeds are considered ornamental or exotic due to their unusual feathering. For example, the Sumatra, with its long flowing plumage, looks somewhat like a peacock. The booted bantam has a beautifully feathered foot. And the Barbu d'Eucla also has feathered feet, but it's really known more for its distinctive beard. If you're considering an exotic breed, you will find that many of these are bantams only, and most of them require moderate or even subtropical climates. And they can be very expensive. The Ayam Cemani, for instance, can fetch as much as $2,500 per bird. Compare that to paying $3 for a chick at your local feed store. So as you can see, that's a lot to consider when selecting your breeds. The good news is that you now have a better understanding for making those decisions.